In this video, let's have some inclusion of the shortcomings of the old quantum mechanics, and let me put some of the points that can have a correlation and that can talk about the 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 the, the shortcomings, the inadequacies of the old quantum mechanics. And if we talk broadly about this old quantum mechanics, which was purely based on the conditions, the Bohr's quantum conditions, and even Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rules, quantization rules for some periodic systems could not explain only. It could basically explain only some limited problems like energy. It could talk about energy states of hydrogen atom, and it could talk about the problem of particle in box. It could talk about the harmonic oscillator, rigid rotor. And the main shortcomings of this of the theory that was of the old quantum theory that was based on Bohr and Wilson Sommerfeld's postulates, uh, it had a substantial amount of inadequacies in it, the shortcomings. And to start with, the very first shortcoming was that it could not be applied to non-periodic systems. This was the first biggest shortcoming of this old quantum mechanics. It could not explain it could not explain the spectral lines of relatively simple cases like hydrogen molecule and normal helium atoms. It failed to explain the spectra that we obtained from them, and it could not even talk about the intensities. Line one, line two, line three. This has more intensity, less intensity, between intensity. This theory, this old quantum theory, it purely failed in giving the accurate calculation of relative intensities of these spectral lines. And it failed, it could not explain the processes that are connected to spin of electron, and hence automatically Pauli exclusion principle. So Bohr's postulates that talk about the discrete, non-radiating shells or states of which this old quantum theory was based. It was purely empirical in nature. It was purely empirical in nature, without having some theoretical background in it. And all the difficulties that I talked about here, these difficulties have been resolved by the development of new methods of approach, what's called as wave mechanics, and the mathematical formulation for the same theory in terms of matrix mechanics. So the basis, the theoretical foundation that's there is based on the Schrodinger's wave equation and the matrix formulations that we have to demonstrate the shortcomings of the old mechanics.